Exactly. Little update on the bracket here as we're waiting to get into this winner's final set. Mirage was able to take it over Vivid on side stream 3-1 and is now playing Zerzel on side stream. That set just started, as is this one right here. Spickles, Dany, winner's finals on small battlefield. I do think this is the best stage pick for both characters.
Yeah, certainly no complaints here from either character, especially, we did say earlier, Dany has a lot of versatility on Wolf. He's able to sort of play in the close range, scrappy, combo-esque playstyle just as much as he is to slow down the pace of the game. Spickles, though, certainly no stranger to a situation such as this one, though, and he knows he can definitely even it up with just 1 or 2 strings here. Maybe gonna get another misfire. No, not quite hitting the slots here yet. Dany, steadfast on his ledge positioning, knows that Spickles does not have enough resources to make it back now. Put himself up pretty easily, I would say, to the beginning of the set.
Yeah, had to fish for that side beat too, as Dany was able to steal his jump. That's going to be the real, this will be the money maker for Spickles if he's able to hold on to that jump. You know, I feel like a lot of times Luigi's burn it so early to continue their string. You know, that's the one thing you have to spend to go from 0 to 80. Or in that case, oh no, Dany.
Every character has like green goblin mask options, where it's like you like know that you're not supposed to do it, and like A landing with Nair and throwing that double jump out. If you have to play with Luigi, I feel like I've got to be two of them because you know the reward can definitely be there given the right circumstances, but it is going to be Sal finding the stock here. Finally on even-ish positioning here, but I mean, it's going to take nothing short of a huge combo to even this up all in one go here from Sal. We've seen it before, but Dany going to be able to find that weak air into forward air again, just really managing to just have the absolute control of the stage.
I know it would be a huge combo, but it low-key doesn't even feel like it when Luigi gets a huge combo, you know what I mean? I feel like he just...
I mean, it happens in a couple seconds.
I know,
you know? The damage is absolutely right.
Yeah, you press that Z button, and then he's dead. Not going to find that Z button quite yet, though. Dany taking that stock. A full lead for the young Wolfman.
Yeah, definitely. At this point, it's weird to talk about him as an up-and-comer, but I feel like that's what he'll always be to me, just because back in the day, you know, he really was just sort of a scrappy player from Tennessee. Had a lot of trouble being able to go out to a lot of events, I remember. So seeing where he's at today, it's really hard not to just feel for the guy a little bit. But again, it is also Sal's event here to take. This is winners finals. I mean, these guys are both already guaranteed third. They want to go for that first place here.
Wow, what a catch there from Spickles, just hanging out around that ledge, threatening with a lot of different options at down air. Isn't going to be the one to take it, catching Dany going for the ledge, but Dany getting a lot more damage here, trying to put himself in a position to catch it back air. Isn't able to find it quite yet. Great wave dash back! You do not see that very often.
Grab from Dany. I love that.
Wave dashing not very useful in this game. You pretty much never see it. Sometimes as an option just to like change your momentum if you're going forward to like catch a roll in is the place you would use it.
Yeah.
Dany employing it perfectly.
Yeah, it felt like it was like straight just positional correction for the roll because Wolf's movement is fairly rigid. He does have a good dash, but I felt like with that position right there, he was not going to be able to find the grab. It took the wave dash, man. We're in 2026. That's how you know it. This game is 7 years old.
Yeah, we are finding every new option in this game. F-tilt not going to kill quite yet. Spickles DIing perfectly. Gets like one more of those, probably sitting at a very hefty 155. That is a blood red number.
Air dodge is straight through the forward tilt too. That could have been the end of this game now. Another forward tilt coming out from Dany, but Spickles wisely choosing to roll.
Can't do anything about that.
Still Dany gonna find the back air, man. I mean, this pressure in the corner is just unreal from Dany. It feels like, to be honest, I know there were strings from Spickles there, but that was Dany's game the whole way through from start to finish.
Yeah, just really strong positioning. Spickles was able to like close a couple stocks out, but it really did feel like Dany was in the driver's seat the majority of that set. We're going to need to see, I think the win con here for Spickles is going to be finding that grab. It's just a matter of how does he get there? What was he doing wrong in that game one, and what can he change to find that Luigi win condition a little more consistently this game, because truthfully, it was not happening that first game.
Yeah, and while Wolf's neutral is extremely strong, it is worth noting that he is both a fast faller and relatively heavy.
Yeah.
So he is definitely perfect candidate for a lot of these Luigi combos. It's just we haven't seen Sal be able to get the openings as much as we did in previous sets here already today.
Yeah, he's barbecue chicken once he gets grabbed, but he's kind of golden scar to grab him. You know what I mean? It's really hard to find that opening. With the tools that Wolf has in his kit, like that laser, like, you know, he's gonna be in the air a lot. Oh my God, Spickles, are you dead?
Misfire as well.
Perfect.
On top
Never
of
mind.
Everything that just happened right. Back air again. Dany, I mean, I don't know what it is about Dany, but I feel like a lot of the time when you watch him, he either just beats the other person or loses. And that sounds really stupid to say, but it's like, he is just beating the other guy right now. Like, like there's not been a moment where it feels like where he's just not totally in the driver's seat so far, other than just seconds ago. And now, again, with Spickles back onto the ledge, immediately we're back to Dany.
And Nair should lead into it. No!
Yeah,
good DI.
Really good DI, yeah. DI'd out there, just able to ride along sort of the top of the blast zone.
Has not been able to find a whole lot on that down B. Obviously, you know, it's a little bit not the strongest kill option in this game as it has been in Smash games past. But it's definitely, you definitely see it kill more often than not. I feel like Spickles has not been finding a lot of luck off of that down B. Getting a combo once again. Dany has been outputting so much damage. For a character that a lot of players you see kind of play a very patient play style, Dany has just been like getting so much damage off on his opponent, no matter who is on the other side of the screen.
Yeah, because his pressure is so calculated, it just feels like no matter where you are, there's always a button waiting for you, which is a difficult spot to be in for Sal. I mean, yeah, Luigi's moves are fast, but Wolf's are bigger. And again, Danny's getting there first. He's always winning with the forward air. He's always winning trades with back air and air. He's finding good positions for himself, regardless of the circumstances. Always. That's the difference.
Wave bounce neutral B, I like that too as another positioning tool, making it even harder for Spickles to find this opening. It's just so...
Yeah.
And now he's just gonna wait there, you know, take his time, maybe just reconsider what he's doing, figure out a method to get in.
Yeah, Dany definitely, literally just waiting there. Spickles has to do something. He's at 154%. There's a platform, an entire platform behind him. He is not walking onto the other side of that stage. He's gonna let Spickles come over to him. Sal able to find a little bit of percent here, but is going to air dodge straight out. Looked like he was terrified of maybe getting dash attacked there, and just went and immediately ripped the air dodge. Takes a moment, it looks like, to compose himself here. Does know that if he goes down another game, it will be the set point. So tries to just really come through with an elegant up air in the back here, but it's not quite going to land.
Makes it back, up smash, not gonna hit quite. I do like the idea there though, you do just need to start throwing out kill moves, and that up smash is probably the safest one you can throw out. And out here at ledge, on a place you want to be, a little off the mark of that back air.
Yeah, and plus it's a
stuck.
frustrating...
Oh, the one time Spickles didn't want to misfire is when he gets it.
That really feels tough for Spickles, because on top of getting the misfire that actually kills you, if you think about that up air into back air, not the one that occurred to actually put Dany on that side of the stage to begin with, but before the previous interaction, what happened there was he took a second to compose himself on the heaven platform. He bet what Dany's option was going to be, and he was right. His up air did land, and with Dany being on the left side of the corner like that, the back air probably would have killed. So not only did he drop a pretty easy confirm where he had really like bet it all and composed himself, that's what happens to him to finish the game. You're serious? Like, that's a really, really tough spot to be in, and I don't think that it's lost on Sal, you know, but he's gonna have to do his best to compose himself here, because this could be his last game in the winner's side of the bracket right now.
Yeah, Dany currently looking pretty comfortable, in his position to take winner's side grand.
Sal is
a really strong opening,
bro. You can already tell the temperature has changed here. That is the quickest stock I think we've seen this set so far. Sal literally ran in and forward aired that Wolf.
He sure did, and did not take a lot for his troubles either. This is really going to put to the test Dany's damage output, because this is a really big lead for Sal to start.
Dude, I was going to say, it's exactly what he needs to. It feels like, you know, the struggle so far is he has not been able to play the game at his own pace. He's playing the game at Dany's pace, and it feels like he's on Dany's time the whole game. But finally, now that he's been able to take his quick and early stock, as I say that though, Dany going to quickly equalize the stock count. Does have 75% in extra credit on the side of Spickles, or rather from Spickles, but is not going to lose the stock here from this back here. Should be able to make it back with the up B, yes. But Sal just absolutely, you just see how he's feeding for the down airs out there, man. He wants an aerial, he wants down smash, something to end the stock here and now.
It almost feels like this aggression is like necessary. Taking that early stock feels necessary.
Yeah.
And he's able to take another one right there, holding on to this lead kind of consistently. We're going to need to see a big swing here from Dany, and we're getting a pretty big swing right now to start things off. That grab is going to be dangerous. Can he get what he needs out of it? Not quite a DI out. Oh my god, he found it anyway!
Wow.
What a crazy conversion from Spickles!
I can confidently say I've never seen that particular branch of, or rather, like extension of the Luigi zero to combo tree. That was definitely.
Yeah, I feel like I've seen both of those parts like individual. Like I'll see like the straight hit up air into the up B. That was so smart from Spickles though. Like recognizing the DI out and then putting Dany in the position to extend the combo another way. That was so crazy. And what a crazy. If you're watching at home like in the future, that feels like you accidentally clicked to a different Spickles Dany VOD going giving off those first two games. But now honestly, this feels like a set renewed. It feels like anything can happen now, even as Dany still has that 2-1 lead. If Sal here carries that momentum forward, and I mean, depending on how Dany can rev back up, because that is a total halt to that momentum, depending on how he opens up this next game.
It feels like Sal just came out swinging so hard that game. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, Dany definitely looked like he was in a great position, but it's hard not to imagine that he's a little taken aback here. Definitely going to have to make the adaptation back here, more than capable of doing so. It's just nice to actually see both players really contributing to the meta of this set right now as they're going back and forth now these last couple of games.
Getting out here under this platform, dash attack is going to find a connection, not going to find the back air quite yet. And now, it has slowed back down just a little bit. Spickles still holding the lead just barely, finding a good connection, continuing this pressure too. Dany forced to hug the stage to make it back. Goes to ledge, good DI in, otherwise that certainly would have been your life. Goes for the back air that time, another great extension there for Spickles. And this is what we needed to see from the beginning of the set. And he is playing crazy right now.
He's taking these stocks in so few openings, and that's what you want, you know, as Luigi. You want to be able to get mileage out of the tools this character provides you, and so much of it resides in that combo, you know? So seeing Spickles finally be able to take advantage of that, like you said, it's a whole different game, a whole different set almost, what it feels like, truly.
Gets the hitbox on the Zaire, not quite the grab he wanted. He's going to die. Not a lot of extra credit here on Dany.
Oh, he called out the neutral air dodge with the Nair and does find a small extension. Wow, actually, the spot dodge into Shine of all things going to save Dany there. And the coin going to come out. Proper spacing there from Spickles. Just didn't follow the guy correctly, I guess. But oh, and it was looking like Dany might have a real opportunity to come back, but a sort of a strange interaction there.
Yeah, missing the R button. A lot of missed techs happening on mainstream today, it feels like.
Yeah, that was a weird tech, though, is the thing. For the angle that he got sent at, it felt a bit weird, I'm not sure.
Oh, another opportunity for him to take this stock. Going the opposite way! Again,
well, yeah.
Great coverage on Dany's DI out of that grab. That's just what you want to see from Spickles.
That must be like a variation for when you have Rage as well, because the normal combo is to go for that falling up air into the up B, but he actually ended up going for the falling back air as well. I have to say, again, I might just not be that up to date on Luigi, but this is all new to me, man. I can't even lie.
I mean, it's just a matter of like it's all been there. It's just Sal has like gotten so good at following DI and continuing these extensions. Like he has optimized everything. This is the closest it's ever felt like to being it being unsurvivable from that grab at zero. It feels like this is the closest we're getting to like that task robot Luigi we were talking about earlier in the broadcast.
I mean, like looking back, it sort of makes sense that if you were going to bet on a character to really get their metagame developed and really shoot up the zeros over time, that Luigi would have been one of those picks as well, right? Considering again the level of dedication of the task community and just the labbing community in general have shown for this character. And Sal, I mean, a great representative of it. What can you say? I mean, just pulling all these combos from out of nowhere, seemingly. Obviously, Dany's still a total pillar of defense at times here in this set, but it's just so different from the first two games. The large ceiling of Town and City 2 not going to be allowed out there to keep the stock. A definite percentage build up here. Spickles is going to have to be pretty careful. Forward tilt not going to catch that interesting sort of buffered air dodge into the roll back there.
Back air not going to kill quite yet, sending to the opposite blast zone. Very good forward air there from Dany. Trying to find a little bit more out of these situations. He gets a kill with that back air.
Yeah, it's just a tough spot. Again, trying to get out of the corner as Luigi, you have very few options. And again, while there are no platforms in the middle, it just feels even more daunting of a task to accomplish. So this is definitely the variation of this stage that Dany enjoys a lot. Definitely has a lot of opportunity for punishing those landings and really extending the leads that he's able to find off of straight aerials.
This opening, the Spickles gets a grab, like the full length of that grab. Down B this time, still not going to kill. He's 0 for 3
as well, actually.
Yeah, he's 0 for 3 on that down B killing. I do think the ceiling
it's all
on
DI
town,
though. Yeah, it's
I know.
And that actually was a little bit more of an ambiguous one in my opinion too. I think I would have missed that. So good stuff to Dany actually just recognizing he was on the right side. So you do want to DI that one out as counterintuitive as it can seem at times. We're a lot of years in this game now. We know that now, right? Naturally.
Misfire putting him under, so he's able to make it back regardless, hanging out under this middle platform. Spickles playing a bit of a more passive game here. With that rage, that combo's gonna be a little bit trickier to hit, so he's trying to like find the opening to just find something. He doesn't want to commit too hard because that'll be your stock, and then you're on your winner's side stock and hit here in Game 5 of Winners Finals. And Sal wants to stay in this situation as long as possible. Yeah, they're just swinging kind of like at the air, hoping eventually they replace the air in the space.
I feel like that's kind of what happened too. It feels like Sal just coincidentally ended up in the battle with Dany forward air. It's going to be triple down air, week 1 to end off what's looking like day 1 ultimate Luigi.
Yeah, back when everyone thought this game was gonna be like super fast. Yeah, triple down air.
Well, relative to Smash 4.
I suppose. Yeah, definitely a little bit more fast paced. Spickles though does find himself on his winner side stock, starting out of things, but Dany continuing to apply this pressure. Up smash is gonna do it, and it is certainly doable. Some people in the crowd are starting to feel the situation just like we are and just like these players are.
On this FD configuration right now, this is what we were talking about earlier. It's just so tough to play. Spickles does find a way to get down, but he finds himself in the corner at 100% damn near. It's going to be tough to game with this back here. You have to imagine Dany is so aware of everything that could lead into a combo, which is basically every move Luigi's get, to be fair, so he's probably just planning to stay the hell away.
I love this positioning here for Dany. Good grab.
Goes for up throw.
Oh. Spickles just needs to find something. Finding one thing is going to be a lot! That air dodge is out just in time. Yeah, that was this perfect spot for Spickles to take it.
Dany definitely a little nervous. You see the air dodge flying out ASAP there during the combo. But it's going to be back there that finally takes it. Wow.
And I like the idea for Spickles trying to like low profile a little bit.
Yeah, I think that was
a little bit
the plan
trickier.
there, just sort of crouch and then unshield, but it looked like he was a little late on that.
Yeah, so that's going to be Dany taking it into Winners Finals. Spickles going down to Losers Finals, playing the winner of, I believe it ended up becoming Murph and, I want to say it was Murph and, not Sanito, he's out, Murph and Zurzel. In Losers Semis, winner will go on to play Spickles, and the winner of that will go on to play Dany. We are going to cut to an ad break, and you might hear back from us in a little bit. My carpool's fucking off.
Start battle!